Yes, I wanted to know if a person is requesting assistance, do you turn them down? If they're requesting
Or what?
therapy and the different services that you offer, do you deny anyone their right to the services there if they're requesting it?
No, but we don't have any services. We're kind of like we kind of we tell people about the resources in the community, and no, we wouldn't deny that at all. We
Okay.
don't really provide anything in-house, so it's all warehouse. It's all external resources.
Okay. For the advocacy, how do you get the advocacy?
You mean resources?
What are the services that you offer there? I mean, what do you do
That's
for?
it. I mean, we have a counselor, and she will give out resources to the community if you're a victim of domestic violence.
Okay. So I was told that there was therapy offered.
No, we don't do therapy here.
Okay. So there's no therapy.
I mean, if you have a child, now we have a first offender program for children. Now that's a whole other story. If you have a troubled teen, then we have a first offender program for people kids who have broken the law, like the first time or whatever. Then the youth operations division offers that for children.
Okay, and what did I call?
This is the family violence unit.
The family violence unit. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And is there a caseworker?
Yes, would you like to speak to her?
Okay, yes.
Hold on.
Okay.
Domestic violence.
Yes, may I have your name?
This is Caitlin.
Okay, can you not transfer me, or can I finish speaking before, or not get transferred in the middle of the conversation?
Sure, would you like to speak to the person you just spoke with?
No, I just wanted to get education on the services that are offered there, and a lot of times I get transferred and don't get the services or the resources.
Okay, sure. So, do you have a police report here with us?
Okay.
A number I can take a look at?
Well, I like to know the services that you guys offer there. What exactly do you do there?
Sure. So, my role as a caseworker is to provide victims of domestic violence with community resources. And that can include food pantries, that can include domestic violence agencies, that can also include mental health facilities, whatever the victim is needing.
Okay. So, I would like to start with a place that could give advocacy because I'm blacklisted from services out of corruption. So if I can get a connection with the place that, because I'm blacklisted, I can't get advocacy in these domestic violence places. So
okay.
how?
May I get your name?
Yes, it's Kiana. It's Key.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we've spoken before.
Right, and the police did not want me speaking with you. They have intervened in multiple times at locations, and I've even been arrested at a domestic violence support group. So it's pretty intense when I try to get education on the domestic violence. It's intervened at multiple different organizations.
Okay. So I know we've spoken a few times before, and I believe, and I can double check now, that I've sent you an email with some information and local agencies for you to contact.
Yes.
Were you able to follow up with any of that?
Those were not, the family place would not be a place. Can I place you on a brief hold? I have another call coming in. Please don't hang up. Can I place you on a brief hold?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one moment, please. Okay, I'm sorry. So, this is CPS?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and your name's Pamela?
Yes.
Okay, so what I was wanting...
All your cases are closed. You don't have a case here.
Well, can I know what happened? Because they wouldn't tell me what happened.
You would have to call closed records.
Okay, I've been getting denied services from CPS a long time. I was requesting parenting classes and multiple different things, and wasn't able to get them. My rights have been getting violated for a long time.
Okay, you would have to call closed records, and then I also have a number for legal aid if you would like it.
No, I wanted parenting classes, and I don't know why CPS would protect and guard the programs for self-improvement like they've been doing for years. Okay, what are the programs that are offered with their parents when their child custody rights have been taken?
I'm not sure. You would have to, the caseworker would have to direct you there, but you don't have a case here.
Okay, I thought you were a caseworker.
No,
No, ma'am. This is the receptionist.
Oh, I want to speak with a caseworker. I just left a message for a caseworker.
I understand that, but once your case is closed, CPS here at the office doesn't have anything to do with it.
I want to speak with a caseworker, ma'am. Can you please refer me over to a caseworker? Multiple parties said because I wasn't given rights, and I don't know why caseworkers would be guarded. So I have another call. I just would like for a caseworker to speak with one instead of caseworkers being guarded and me kept from my rights.
Okay, she's going to tell you the same thing, but
that's fine.
I'll give you the person. Okay, well, I'll have her to call you.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay, all right. Goodbye.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
That's okay.
Okay, so the email that you sent me was from the family place. I just wanted to be able to speak with someone and have rights. So since I am blacklisted from services, are you able to connect me with someone that will not blacklist me and give me services?
Yeah, so, Ms. Clark, I believe I'm going to refer back to the email that I sent you on the 8th. So it also includes Genesis Women's Shelter. Were you able to call them?
They're denying me services. I'm blacklisted from services out of corruption.
Do you know why that's happening?
Yeah, out of corruption. Yeah,
Okay.
I will repeat myself. I was arrested at a domestic violence support group in Garland.
Okay.
Police came in there and intervened in the support group and threw me around the room and arrested me. I was not doing anything inappropriate. I was just sitting there listening. They intervened in Plano. When I was trying to get advocacy in Plano, they came and interrupted that. Police have came multiple times to interrupt advocacy and me getting help in domestic abuse. I've been arrested multiple times out of corruption.
Okay, I'm so sorry that that's happened. So I'm looking at my list here. I'm happy to provide you with some more information so that you can give them a call.
Okay, what I'm requesting is if it's possible for you to connect with someone and make sure that I will get the services.
So Ms. Clark, I'm sorry to interrupt. It won't be up to me to make those phone calls. You, as the victim, will have to do it yourself.
Okay, because what I'm expressing is that I am being blacklisted from services and I've been trying to get them on my own and keep getting denied. So what I was trying to get from an organization or a police or anyone that's not corrupt, any kind of advocacy to where I can connect with someone that will not continue to violate my rights and deny me services like what's been going on for years. I.e. the Genesis would not be appropriate or the family place because they're denying me services. So I was wanting to know if it's possible.
Can you tell me the other places that you called so that can help narrow down what I can help you with?
I've called all of the surrounding areas in Dallas, and I've been the police have intervened in services at almost all of them. That's why I need someone.
What you're telling me is you've called every single domestic violence and homeless shelter here in Dallas, and you've been denied services from every single one of them.
Well, a multitude of them. What they were stating out of corruption is that I had criminal trespasses at most of those places, which were lies and slander to keep me from services. And multiple different locations, they did give me illegal criminal trespasses to keep me from services. I have multiple criminal trespasses out of corruption to prevent me from services and moving on with my life.
Okay, and so you said specifically that was just family place?
I was given a criminal trespass in Garland to prevent me from attending the support group and getting advocacy. Police intervened at our calling. Police intervened at the Victims Intervention Program when I initially went the first time. Then they've been trying to slander me and say that I'm not getting services because of mental illness. But police intervened initially at Victims Intervention Program with Parkland. Then Grand Prairie Police intervened and me speaking with the advocate there. In Garland Police Department, Dallas Police intervened.
Okay, so I do have an option in Denton County. Would you be willing to write that information down?
Okay, so I don't understand why if I'm going, who do I report this to? Are these crimes I'm reporting to you?
Well, so you called and asked about resources, not about reporting a crime.
Well, see, here's the thing. If this is for women that are going through abuse, domestic violence?
I'm listening.
Okay, so do you provide advocacy for that?
Right. So, like I said earlier, my role here with the GPD is to help victims of domestic violence outsource with those community resources.
Okay.
So that's what I can offer to you.
Okay, so since the police have intervened in me getting services and covering and enforcing my domestic violence, Where would I go? It's been going on years.
Well, I'm not really sure. What you might want to do is come up with a list, and you can email that list to me, and you can list everything or all the places that you've called, you've gone to, and you've been denied services. Because what happens is I've got a list, you've got a list, and so we can spend hours on the phone together reviewing over the issues that you've come across with those places. So it would be very helpful if you could come up with that and send that to me in an email. And then I can look at my list, and then we can go from there.
Okay, I think the problem is that the list will just only grow because the police aren't getting interrupted and me getting denied the services. So each new place I call, the same pattern happens. They don't return my calls or deny services because the police aren't getting interrupted in calling these places and making sure that they deny me services. They're just doing it more slicker and underhanded ways so they don't get caught. So what I'm requesting is, how do I combat the corruption of the police department and them calling these organizations or intervening in me getting services and education in domestic violence on how to be proactive?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, and like I said, I'm so sorry that you've been going through that. Like I mentioned before, I know that you and I have spoken several times, and at this time, all I can do is continue to help you and provide those resources. Now, if you tapped into all of those resources, I'm not sure that I'm the best fit to help you, just because it sounds like you have the same list I have, and so you could try a different county. You could even try, are you essentially living in the Dallas area?
Okay, so are you saying a woman that is trying to flee with domestic abuse that has police affiliation and corruption, it can't stop? There's no resources?
No, that's not what I said. Ms.
Okay.
Clark, you're misunderstanding
Okay,
what I'm
well,
saying.
so what I'm saying is, if there's affiliation with police corruption, how does she get help?
Like I said, no matter what the circumstances, where you are living, what you've gone through, I am happy to give you a list of resources.
Right, so I wanted to know if there's police corruption and police
well,
are...
I'm not able to determine that. I cannot confirm or deny that. That's not my role here.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm not asking you to confirm or deny. If there is a woman that has claims of police corruption, what does she do? Because I've been trying to get out of this for years, and I've been getting denied and violated services. All the police will do is just call and have the business deny me services or intervene. They're just coming up with more slicker ways to keep me from the services. So,
yeah,
as a victim,
I'm not really sure how to answer that question, Ms. Clark. I'm doing my best to understand and provide the support that you're asking for, but at the same time, I'm spinning my wheels here trying to help you, and I don't really know how to answer that specific question.
Okay, so if a woman is going through police corruption in her domestic violence, there's no help for her?
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, well, what is the help?
Well, the help is you, as a victim of family violence, can call yourself the agencies and the resources that I'm happy to give you, and that I've emailed you before, and I know we've spoken about in the past.
You gave me corrupt places, ma'am.
For yourself, ma'am.
I want an advocate. Am I being denied the right to an advocate because I get
you're
denied
not being denied services. You will need to call and schedule an intake with those places, and then you will be assigned an advocate.
Okay, but here's the thing. This is I'm sorry. Can you repeat what I just called?
I'm sorry?
What did I just call?
I don't understand the question, ma'am.
What did I call?
What did you call? I don't know what that means.
What are you?
I introduced myself as the caseworker here at DPD.
Okay. And for what are you a caseworker for?
Ms. Clark, we've reviewed over this. I'm not going to continue to answer all your questions because they've been answered.
I don't know why I keep getting treated like this, ma'am. I may not have the proper, the memory capacity that you were wanting, but I just wanted to make sure I'm aware of what I called. And I don't know why people get short with me.
You called to ask for resources, and that's what I'm happy to provide to you today.
I just wanted to know your position and exactly what you do there so I can know what I called.
So I'm the caseworker in the family violence unit.
Okay, so you're a caseworker in the family violence unit. And I'm requesting education on how to combat police corruption, multiple false arrests, and the police intervening and being a part of the domestic abuse that I experience. And I'm requesting advocacy. And
okay, and I'm happy to give that to you, but you're not willing to take down the information. And I'm sorry that you've come across a lot of barriers in your life. but that's all that I can do for you today.
Okay, so for years, I asked you how I can combat police corruption, and giving me the number to more places for the police to intervene and me getting services would not be sufficient because they've been doing it for years.
So my hands are tied at that point. I don't know how else I can help you.
Okay, well,
if you're not able to call or get into those places.
Well, what happens is the police will just intervene in services and prevent the place from calling me back, tell them to ignore me and duck and dodge me like they've been doing for years. But what I wanted to know as an advocate, if you genuinely have my best interest at heart, which you should, and there's no cover-up, how do I combat the corrupt police that are aided in the domestic violence?
I'm happy to help you.
Okay,
but
well,
what
good.
I'm saying is, like I said, the list that you have, the list that I have, it sounds like it's the same places. So I'm not able to outsource anywhere else due to the lack of knowledge that I guess I have.
Okay, so how do I combat the corrupt police?
I'm going to hang up the call because you keep interrupting me and you're not allowing me to help you. You just keep asking me questions that are not relative to what you're needing.
Well, I'm asking you how to combat the corrupt police, and I don't know why so many people hang up before they give me services.
That is out of my scope of practice, so I'm not aware or how to help you in that range.
No one of the places are. That's why I've been going through it for years. So why do I keep getting denied services, ma'am, in this DV crisis?
Well, I don't know, Ms. Clark. That's a great question. I don't have that answer. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so where can I go? Am I just going to be trapped in this?
If you would like to send me a list of places that you've tried to call and you've gone to, that would be helpful.
Okay.
So I'll wait on that. You've got my email.
You gave me the number, ma'am. I've asked you initially if you could not hang up because that's what multiple people do to keep me in my situation. That's why I've been going through it for years. I requested that. So what I'm trying to do, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. It's going to be fruitless unless I combat the corrupt police. So you're not giving me any education or feedback, nor any other organization on how to combat when there's police corruption involved in the domestic abuse experience.
I'm going to end this phone call. We're not getting anywhere. I've been trying to be helpful to you. You keep asking me questions that are irrelevant to the conversation. So
that is relevant, and this has been going on years, ma'am. I think you're violating my rights.